The Consumption presents Punwatch, the competitive pun-based quiz game.
Episode 601, Junk Food Fuels Feud.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and... Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Punwatch. Alex just slapped himself to get himself in the mood.
Well, that's all.
With me this week, I have Punsters, Alex Malone.
Hello.
David Shaw.
Hey.
Ferris.
Yes.
And Lisa Dibb.
Hello. And Woody.
Woody's here too.
Woody's chairing this meeting.
Yes.
That doesn't hype you up at all.
No. I realized sitting down to write these, like many parts of my body and brain over lockdown, the part of me that writes puns has completely atrophied.
It's really hard.
It was
yeah.
a struggle to get these down, and they're not good.
I remember, Alex, you talking about like going back to rugby training after like a long break. And you just end up puking everywhere and feeling terrible.
I would vomit every year.
Yeah. Did you vomit when you were writing these puns?
It was multiple times, yeah. I'm a bit ashamed, to be honest. If we could consider this like a practice run,
Yeah.
just a chance for people to...
No, we're going to ease
We're
back
not
into
quite
things.
match fit.
No. We're going to ease back into things. Luckily, the listeners have picked up the slack because they've sent in quite a few puns as well.
No, that's worse.
No one's quite sent in enough to participate.
Yeah, but what if they're good?
Yeah, all right.
They're aiming for our jobs, though.
Yeah.
Armchair punsters. It's so easy for you there listening with 2020 hindsight.
Look, I do my best to make this a difficult listen for people.
And we appreciate it.
When we used to do sketch comedy, my favourite thing Dave ever said was he walked into one of the meetings once and said, "So I've got this sketch. It's not good, but it is long."
And, true.
You were dead on. It was very long.
And we had 6 minutes to fill, and it was perfect.
If you're new to this, Punwatch is a game where I've given these guys 3 stories from different news sources that had a pun headline. And their job is to guess what the pun headline was or have the most possible pun headlines for this story. That's what points are awarded for. Correct pun or most puns?
How many points?
3... Is it?
Go on.
It's 3 points for the correct pun and 3 points... No.
Yeah.
3 points if you get the most.
Yeah.
And it's also 1 point if you get close. If you
Well
get the
done.
post.
Hit the
Yes.
post, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was kind of hoping our time away, Cherry might have rethunk the point system.
What's wrong with the point system?
It's confusing.
It's a good point system.
Well.
The more confusing, the better.
Yeah.
Look, as long as we're less confusing than tennis,
Yeah.
it's fine because tennis is very popular and the point system is complete nonsense.
Okay,
what
yeah,
the
true.
hell what's with that?
Yeah, I don't know. 15, 30, 40.
But it's
juice.
not. It's just like 1, 2, 3 and win.
Yeah.
Idiots.
What's with the net? Like,
Yeah.
just get rid of the net. Stop hitting it.
Makes it so much harder to get it over.
So our first story this week is from the Washington Post. I thought I would start us off highbrow.
The washy.
And Lisa's brought us right back down.
No, but that's actually good because this is the Washington Post talking about Australia.
Never been so proud.
So, the story. On a recent morning, Tim Kemp slid open the door of the refrigerated storeroom on his family farm near Sydney and removed 9 tonnes of avocados. A few years ago, the giant bins of green fruit would have been worth almost $40,000. Today, Kemp expects a fifth as much. We are basically selling avocados for less than the cost of production, he said. Welcome to the great Australian avo glut. In the land that allegedly invented avocado toast, the superfood that is its main ingredient is suddenly super cheap. A combination of increased supply and reduced demand, slashed by months-long lockdowns at shuttered cafes in Sydney and Melbourne, has sent the supermarket price of an avocado plummeting to about 60 cents.
Why can't the Washington Post just let us have that? Why'd they have to put allegedly?
As Australia reopens and consumers salivate at the prospect of a hot avo toast summer,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I know when this was written.
farmers that were flush a few years ago are now feeling crushed. Some are dumping the formerly expensive fruit any way they can, including turning them into cooking oil or running them over with tractors.
One substantially more useful than the other.
You gotta lube those wheels.
Long before avo toast became obligatory in American brunch menus, it was big in Australia. When newspapers mentioned it as far back as 1929, and a Sydney cafe began serving it in the early 1990s. As demand soared in the past decade, sparking a debate over millennial spending habits, Australian avocado production more than doubled. This is the interesting thing because, obviously, there's been for ages in dickhead papers here the stuff about, if millennials stop buying smashed avocados, they could afford a house. It got imported to the US along with smashed avocado,
Yeah.
Like they started running the same think pieces there.
We've got this great new product, but do not buy it.
Yeah. But the weird thing is, every time I see photos of the way they do it in the US, it's just like a thin amount of avocado spread on toast like butter. They don't get what you're supposed to do. It's meant to be piled on with
It's like the opposite of how they get Vegemite wrong.
yeah.
They got their balance all wrong. Oh, can you imagine an American avocado and Vegemite on toast?
It's all
It's completely imbalanced.
But yeah, they just call it avocado toast. Smashed avocado. It's called smashed avocado.
Yeah, the point is you get a whole avocado, you just mash it up and you put it on some toast and you charge $19 for it.
Leave the pit.
Yeah, you chew on that afterwards. It's like when you get a Bubble O bill. I don't know if it's just in America, but I have seen stories of like, oh, no one's buying like potatoes, so we had to like bury them all in the ground and get rid of them. Why don't they just give them away? It's food. It's good food.
Because
to eat.
then you're putting more stuff into the market and further reducing the cost. That's why they used to dump grain into the ocean and stuff as well. You're creating scarcity to keep the price up. It's a shitty capitalist thing, basically.
No.
The answer is always capitalism.
Yeah.
I'm not into this capitalism thing. I think it's bad.
Bold statement. All right, now this is a 2-pun round.
Oh.
It's one headline, but it's a double banger.
Damn.
So who would like to kick this round off?
Avocados toast.
Incorrect.
Unlucky farmers go from avs to av-nots.
Nice.
Nice.
Good.
Incorrect.
I know it's only guac under a roller, but I like it.
Oh, Alex.
Look, I love the pun, but was that really going to be the headline? Is that your first shot?
This most obvious one.
I don't have many, but can I share a fun fact?
Yeah.
When I was looking on the Wikipedia page for avocados, something I do a lot outside of this podcast, there was a subsection in the like nutrition and health subsection called hand injury. This is what it said. When trying to serve the avocado fruit by cutting into it, people sometimes cut their hands severely. The term avocado hand has been coined for this injury. A cutting board is often recommended.
Wow.
I mean, isn't that the case with any fruit or
Yeah,
vegetable?
anything.
Don't cut it in your hand. That's pretty straightforward.
Oh, you know.
Oh, I got a bad case of mango hand. Get mum.
Anyway,
Do you actually have puns, Lisa? Or,
yes, I have some puns.
Okay.
Okay. Vehicle-less millennials told if they didn't eat such fancy breakfast, they might avocado.
Very good.
Avocado farmers get smashed.
You have one.
Fuck's sake.
You have half of it.
Should have just read my first one.
Half of it.
Half of it. That's one of the 2 puns in the headline.
Okay.
So how many points is that worth?
That's 3 points.
Yeah.
All right.
Ferris on 3. Dave.
Struggling farmers feel the brunch.
Guac on the wild side. Guac on the wild side.
You know what? You've hit the post.
Oh.
Put 'em up.
When you're running over avocados in a tractor, you may have to brake fast.
Okay. Have a think about how Alex hit the post there.
Okay. I was going to go with another one, but I do have something similar to Alex. Avo prices hit guac bottom.
That's exactly it.
Yeah.
With an assist from Alex there.
Avocado glut leaves Australian farmers smashed as prices hit guac bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good. It's good.
All right.
6-point rounds so far for Ferris.
I'm doing great.
So acceptable puns from this point onwards.
Avocado farmers stuck between a guac and a hard place.
That would have got it.
I had that too.
Yeah, that would have got it. Because
Aw.
the rock guac was all I was looking for.
Oh,
Let's raise our toast for struggling farmers. Their prices.
Yes.
What, you think people still want smashed avocado? What, are you stoned?
Farmer receives horrible news. Could avocadiac.
superfood markets hoping for organic growth.
Nice.
Farmers pitted against one another.
For this pun, you need to know that avocados are also called alligator pears.
Really?
I'm not making that up.
I can see it.
confirm that.
Yep.
I can see it. I can see
Yeah.
how you come to that name.
Yeah.
I like
Good
it.
name, actually.
Food wastage is such a problem. Someone should call in an inflation investigator.
Oh, okay. I just had see you later alligator pears.
And I had, in a while, guacadile.
Avocado, no!
Well, everyone, you guys all just did crocodile puns, so we'll go back to Lisa.
Holy guacamole, so many wasted avos.
Ah, yes.
Market crash sees avocado farmers crying alligator pears.
Jesus.
I wrote that and then I realized, oh, wait, no, the phrase is crocodile tears. That doesn't work as well, but I'm leaving it in.
That's fine.
You could have got it past me.
Brunch business turns to crepe.
Farming shares hit avocado pear market.
Avocado price gone sour. Dope.
Avocado prices in the pits.
Nice.
New superfoods taking the avocado's place. The silent Kayla.
New government scheme. PM tells migrant farmers, if you have a go, you'll get an avo.
Nobody hassle the farmers about wasted avocados.
I was wondering when we were going to hit our first Hass pun.
Yeah, I got a few of them. They haven't avo been so cheap.
All things must has.
As in pass?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Works
I haven't got
written
any
down.
Hass. Damn it. Hold on. What's the other one?
What?
The other avocado? That's right. I got. All right, I'll think of that in a minute. Consumers no longer forking out.
Oh, yeah.
I'm out.
Okay, list is out.
I have to acknowledge that I will not be able to think of them on the fly.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, avocado prices turn Hass backwards.
So this one works written down, but now it does require me pronouncing one of the key words wrong.
Sure.
So I'm just going to go, I'll say it anyway. Wrong. Kefir. Like cafe fear.
Oh, okay.
It would work.
No, it
if
works written
cafe
down.
was pronounced differently, but
Yeah.
written down
Yeah,
is
yeah.
fine.
No, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. You don't have to be so defensive of your puns, Al.
Yes, I do. I'm always fighting for them. No one else will.
Listeners, if you can get to us on Twitter and tell us which one member of the consumption apologizes the most, you win no prize.
You get an apology from Dave.
What do I want here? What do I want to say here? Okay. Avocado bounty leads to cargo cult. The shepherd is my lord. I shall not want.
Shepherd avocado.
Is the other avocado.
I couldn't think
Oh,
of
I've got a few different types of avocado here.
What? There's two. There's two types.
I'm still on Hass, thank you. Wealthy farmers realize their time has come.
Just have avocado.
Farmers find they can't pay mortgages. Too much smashed avo.
Abundance of fruit leaves market fruitless.
Farmers wondering, where's their avocado?
Avocados composted. Fruit goes from smash hit to mash shit.
Hass avocado prices could stabilize shortly, but we don't know when.
Guaca folly.
Nice.
Avocados rotting in fields. Holy moldy guacamole.
Farming businesses get the kist of death.
Oh,
Hasta la vista, baby. Avocado farms terminated.
yeah, nice.
I'm out.
You're out.
Yeah.
Okay, Dave, you're the only person standing between Ferris getting 9 points in the opening round.
Oh my god.
Ferris, what you got?
This might not be bad for farmers. Just playing devil's avocado.
Avocado farmers refuse to accept their salad days are gone.
Aussie farmers receive guacking news.
The sword and the stone fruit. In this case, the pandemic is this.
Oh, right.
Okay.
Okay.
It could be a while before farmers are all ripe.
Avocado farmers wish you a berry Christmas. Because, of course, avocado is not a stone fruit, it's a berry.
Yes.
Sucked in,
Yes.
guys. We got through that last one.
Oh, you cheeky bastard. Prices drop. Avocado's no longer fat for a king.
Hass war exposes seedy underbelly of markets.
Hass war.
Hass class war.
Hass. Oh, fuck. Okay.
But it was the seedy underbelly. It's got a seed.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I see what you're getting at.
Avocado growers warn not to cash in their pips.
Yeah, I'm out.
You're out.
I'm out.
Okay, Ferris, that gives you the
God
point for
damn it.
most number of puns.
Yes.
Putting you in a commanding 9 points.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right, so we're just playing for fun now.
So
guys.
who's second?
Alex on 1, everyone else yet to score. Ferris, do you have any more puns you want to read?
Farmers seeking green could have to wait until they're in the black. As avocado prices plummet, dairy farmer introduces new buy one, get one tree deal. Once lucrative produce, no longer a pit of gold. Fruit prices lower, making it easier than ever for consumers to suck seed.
Ugh.
Stocks get your mind out of the gutter. It's got a seed in it and you eat it. Yeah, you filthy thing. Stocks accumulate. That's about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate buy one, get one tree enough at the time, but it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm just happy to be here catching up with old friends.
We've got a few new people who've written in puns for this.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Xavier Zayas on Twitter. Farmers say we are toast. This smashed our whole industry.
Pretty good.
Some customers love the new low prices. This guacks my world.
Ah,
Farmers complain the situation is just the pits. One farmer says avocado don't know what to do. While some customers find the new prices appealing, farmers seed the seeds of their own destruction. And farmer has too many avocados.
Seeds of destruction. I like that.
Old favourite Jake Pinnell pops in with avocado oh no, so doubling up a Dave there. Guac bottom prices, would have got him a point. Stone fruit prices plum.
But it didn't, Dave.
Yeah, no.
Didn't.
I know. I'm on 0 points.
And I am lording it over you.
I quite like this one from Jake. Low market prices may result in a Haas-style takeover.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
Very good.
Classy.
Farmers in alligator perilous position.
Yeah.
Laughing Cat from Twitter has today's breakfast news. Prices on avocados go toast. And Mind of Worms on Twitter. Avocado market doing poorly. It's toast. Bonanza. I thought you said they were avocados. Avocado prices seed frustration among farmers. A lot of seed puns. Farmers in pursuit of better prices. I'm not sure what that one is.
Seed? Proceed?
Pursued? Yeah, maybe. The avocado glut very bad news for customers and farmers buried by oversupply of avocados.
Oh, that's good.
Pretty good crop, if I say so. All right, let's move on to round 2, the quality round. This is a story that did not have a pun in the headline, and these guys have submitted 3 puns to an anonymous judge who has picked a best and second best pun. So these puns are judged on quality, not quantity.
Relatively speaking.
I'm still in trouble.
So this is a story from the Daily Mail. It's a very Daily Mail type story,
Boo.
It's great.
in that it is not news.
It is really not.
I mean, we'll get into it.
You can also tell it's a Daily Mail story because it starts like this. A Lancashire lad caught the amazing moment a particularly agile elephant clambered over a 5-foot wall in a bid to swipe mangoes from his safari lodge. The guest at Mufue Lodge in South Luanga National Park in Zambia, pronouncing all of that wrong,
No, you got Park right.
had just left for their afternoon safari drive on Saturday when the adult male paid an unexpected visit. General Manager Ian Salisbury, 68, spotted the bull elephant calculating how to haul its 4 giant legs over the stone wall without falling over. Ian, originally from Backup Lancs, said he was obviously quite hungry and expected to get some wild mangoes for himself, though there aren't any left now. That's all done for the year. He came in, stretched over, had a look around, ate a bit of grass, then strangely turned around and came back the same way, which was quite amusing.
Was that strange?
That he went back the same way.
What was he supposed to do?
A 68-year-old man is not a lad.
I don't know. I feel
No,
like
I don't think he was the one who caught the footage.
that's the thing though. Ian, the general manager Ian, was from Lancashire.
Yeah.
So he might have been the lad. I think
they're all from Lancashire, aren't they?
yeah, I think you can be a lad.
Everybody in Zambia is from Lancashire.
I think you can be a lad.
Yeah, you can maintain ladhood well into adult.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
elderly.
just the photos that you've sent through
Yeah.
do say Kennedy News / Ian Salisbury. That was
Oh, okay.
that lad
So
who
he
caught
is the lad.
Caught the moment.
Yeah.
Good for you,
So
Ian.
being a lad is more of a mentality,
I think so.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a culture.
Yeah.
more of a vibe.
Yeah.
All right.
Who wants to go through their quality puns?
I'll go.
Okay.
Elephant surely had to back up a bit. Elephant puts junk in the trunk.
Yes.
Elephant had quite a tusk at hand.
Ah, yes. Nice.
Not reinventing the wheel here, guys. Just knocking out some puns.
I genuinely couldn't think of a tusk one. I was sitting there just like solid like 20 minutes trying to think of a tusk. Couldn't do it. Not as easy as it sounds.
What did you think of,
Thank you.
Alex?
I had risking a calypso for a calypso. The Englishman who watched an elephant go up a hill and come down a bounden. In that alternative history, he actually did get a bunch of mangoes. And bull tries to swipe mangoes, eats grass instead. Elephant tight ass.
Jesus. Dave.
Daring thief up to the tusk. This one I just realised that it doesn't look right. I'll just say it. Mango heist a success as thief escapes with a trunk full. Yeah, it's also had written down of mangoes, but I don't see why I had
No, you don't need that. It's unnecessary, yeah. There was some good editing on the fly.
Mangoes lost after trunken escapade.
Ah, yes, nice.
Yeah, very good. Misleading rumors of neighbor's fruit supply heard over fence. Witness says his phone would have more footage of the elephant, but it was charging. And time to get a new. Oh, no, actually, it's fine.
Okay, in second place with 2 points is Dave with mangoes lost after trunk and escapade.
Yes.
Putting Dave on 2 points. And in first place, Alex with risking collapso for a calypso.
Just only threw that one in there at the last minute.
So that puts Alex on 4 points, Dave on 2, Ferris still in the lead on 9.
I'm surprised nobody else had because I tried for a really long time to get an actual pun and not just a joke out of the time to get a new fence joke. I mean, how often does an elephant actually climb over a fence?
That's true. That is very true. The listeners had a lot of ones for this one.
Bet they did.
Xavier Zayas, man goes crazy after seeing elephant hurdle wall.
Yeah.
When I see an elephant climb, I don't get that one.
Oh, that's a reference to the song in Dumbo, When I See an Elephant Fly.
Oh, right. Okay, thank you
The
for that.
really racist bit.
Zoo owner Dumbo founded at Stunning Action by Elephant. Man delighted by experience. I very much enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Zoo owners have a meeting about the lack of security. It's time to talk about the elephant in the room.
Elephant in the room.
Oh, that's so good.
Of course.
Of course.
Man says he will never forget this. Man lodges a complaint after event. It was in a lodge. Zoo replaces it with a 50-foot wall. Critic says they are killing a fly with an elephant gun.
Yeah.
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 Laughing Cat has move over cats. Elephants are the new burglars. And thieving elephant find his fruity target has man gone.
Ah, that's good.
Mind of Worms also had. Mango's already gone. It's a Zambia shame.
What's that a pun on?
Damn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Acrobatic elephant caught with trunks down. Elephant escapes enclosure. Mangoes, oh no.
He would.
Lodge says, we are safari for the lack of mangoes. Like, so sorry.
So fun.
Have you heard about the elephant and the mangoes? It's a Langguan. It's like the name of the place, like Long One. Yeah. Elephant attempts armed mango robbery. He was a pachyderm.
Pachyderm.
Yeah. Escaped elephant disappointed. It's the pits. And elephant's alibi as strong as stone fruit.
We've had a strong pit/seed based game so far.
Yeah.
I don't see how you're going to work them into the next story, to be honest.
You'll see.
Now, before we go any further, we do have, for the first time in quite a long time, puns from around the world.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about this unnecessary round.
Our first pun comes from Matt Harvey, who's been on the podcast before, friend of the podcast.
Matt Harvey.
He didn't just send this pun in, he wrote it.
Oh.
Matt Harvey's now working for the Northwest News, a local paper.
Oh.
Now, this was a very local news story about a recent event where a bike was stolen, and then the person found their bike, called the cops, asked for help, and the cops were just like, eh. So this guy had to find a pair of bolt cutters and cut the lock that the thief had put on his bike, so he could just take it home.
We have to re-steal it.
Yeah. And he told the cops he was going to do that, and the cops were like, yeah, sure, fine.
How could he confirm that was his bike if he wasn't just stealing someone's bike?
It was a very unique bike.
Okay.
It was confirmed that it was his.
All right.
But either way, so the story is basically about how he was offered no support from the police. The headline, recovering stolen bikes, a wheel chain in the butt.
Hey.
Hey.
Which, if you take it literally, that sounds really painful.
Yeah.
Or pleasurable.
No, painful.
Anyway, nice work, Matt. Travelling over to New Zealand now, Auckland has a thriving tobacco black market. Right?
Does
It turns out, yeah. And one of the places they started selling them is at church fundraisers. Because apparently it's quite popular among like the Tongan community.
Yeah,
And it's quite church heavy, so they sell them a lot at church. So the headline, holy smokes.
Hey.
Yep. Daniel Simpson has sent in a couple of puns. This one from the Northern Territory News. Willie Rioli, star West Coast
AFL
Eagles player,
player,
yep, was allegedly caught in possession of marijuana, which he was carrying in his pants, it turned out. Busted with weed near his willy. And then we go to the Western Australian. Is it the Western Australian? Is this what it's called?
Yeah, the Western Australian. Well, that is a newspaper.
Yeah.
It's also the name of a state. Not sure where you're going with this.
A fairly straightforward story. The City of Perth Council decided to walk away from plans to build a new swimming pool at the Wacker, the old ground there. Wacker pool dead in the water after City Pool's plug.
Hey.
Yeah.
Of course.
Too fun.
Yes. Now, this last one I have is just deeply inappropriate.
Oh, good.
So Syracuse.com, which is a news website for Syracuse, New York, in the US. It's a story about a quite young man who passed away from COVID. It was only in his early 20s. It's an interview with his mum. It's a very sad story. I read the article.
That seems inappropriate for a pun. Is it possible, and I haven't heard the headline yet, is it possible this was an accidental pun?
No.
Oh,
no,
God.
this was quite deliberate.
Right.
I read the article. It's a very sad story. It's the mum telling people to get vaccinated, take care of themselves. The headline, in hospital room, a mum says goodbye to a teen who loved cars but couldn't outrace COVID.
Oh.
It's so unnecessary.
Oh. No.
Come on, man.
Such a long walk.
Yeah, that's a real... Oh, I hate that.
You don't need a pun headline in a story like that.
I get it. If you're writing a story like that today, you're probably writing them for the last year or two.
Yeah.
And you need to jazz it up a little for your own sake. It's very depressing to write about that day after day.
Sure.
Eventually, you're going to go a bit numb and lose all sense of what's appropriate. That's awful.
Yeah. really bad. Anyway, that was puns from around the world.
Going out on a wonderful down note, as we all joyfully remember, it'll be a long time before we leave the country.
Okay, last story. This one from The Sun. Someone sent this into us. I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but thank you very much to you, whoever it was who sent it.
I like when we get sent them because that makes me think the pun itself is going to be good.
This one's pretty good. It's a double barrel as well. It's another 2-point pun.
Oh.
So there is a chance for someone to take Ferris.
Game's not over.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not
I mean,
me.
it is.
I've got to stay fresh.
Pretty sure it's over though.
Don't have nearly enough, but
Yeah, this is a weird story. From The Sun. Fuming motorists were turned away from a fully stocked petrol station so James Nesbitt could film a TV drama. The star ignored boos and horns to play his role, including filling up a car. Channel 4's suspect shut pumps for 7 hours in South London. An ambulance driver in the queue for fuel fumed. At what point is Nesbitt's new show more important than NHS staff and other desperate motorists filling up tanks? Other angry car owners running on empty looked on in disbelief as Nesbitt, 56, filmed as a vengeful cop in Channel 4 Suspect. Our pictures show Cold Feet and the Hobbit star Nesbitt filming through the night at a fuel hub which is near the MI6 building and opposite the Houses of Parliament. He was seen clutching a cigarette packet and appeared to light a ciggy, possibly a prop, while in the driver's seat.
Possibly.
The 8-part series sees Nesbitt detective arrive at a mortuary for an ID check, only to discover the body belongs to his estranged daughter. He makes it his mission to find out what happened to her. The star-studded cast also includes Richard E. Grant, Jolie Richardson, Ben Miller, and Anne-Marie Duff.
in cinemas December 17th.
It's such a generic cop show, sounding like.
Also, I like that it says he's a cop who goes to a morgue to ID a body and then goes, "That's my daughter. Now I'm going to make it my purpose to discover what happened." That was already your job, mate.
I do like that the story does frame it as if it's all the actor's fault.
Yeah, it's a real attack piece on Nesbitt.
Yeah, it's not his fault.
Yeah, he's not writing the call sheet.
Now, it is worth pointing out the reason that people would be pissed off is there is a reasonably severe fuel shortage going on in the UK at the moment.
Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
Along with the shortage of just about everything else. Did you hear that thing about how like Tesco's over there, because they're running so short on general groceries, it's like, they're just taking up less space in the place.
Yeah.
They've started filling empty aisles with cardboard cutouts of groceries.
to make them
Yeah,
look
I've seen
full.
that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
So from
Grim.
afar, you think you're gonna.
that's like North Korean.
Shit's real grim.
Grim shit.
Yeah.
Not in old Blighty.
All right, who would like to kick this round off?
Can I go first because I'm last?
That's true, you are. So yes, you can go first.
One of the few benefits of failing. Show creators sure know how to servo the public.
Do they call them servos over there? Is that
I
just
don't
us?
I think that's just us. But yeah.
No, it works though.
On-set rumors fuel speculation.
You got a point.
Oh,
That's a cheeky little point. That's a big
That's
deal for
probably
me.
done it.
In AFL terms, that's a handy point.
Yes.
That's put you 2 scores ahead.
sorry, what was your pun, Ferris?
On-set rumors fuel speculation.
Yours.
It's a little abstract, this one, I've got to tell you.
James Nesbitt under fire for suspect action.
It's good. Makes sense. Incorrect.
Energy shortage leaves consumers with cold feet.
Fuels rush in.
Ooh, wait, no. Lisa, you got a point. That's half the pun. I can't tell you the whole thing yet, but that is half the
Wait,
pun.
so is that 3 points?
That's 3 points for Lisa.
Yay! You sucked in, Dave.
What was it specifically about that?
I can't really tell you yet until we get the whole pun.
What did you say there?
I said fuels rush in.
Fuels rush in.
Fuel.
That was an improv one too.
Oh, there you go.
Dibbo's playing herself back into form.
I have another one that works on the same word substitution, sort of.
Well, yeah, I mean, you can use that, but just bear in mind, it's not going to get you any points because that part of the pun's gone.
You need another.
So there's
pun?
another thing that's on a totally other. We don't have
So wait,
any.
are there still 6 points up for grabs?
Yes, including posters.
Oh,
So if I were to say something like fuels gold, I'd need another pun in there. Gold would have to be a pun on something.
Yeah,
for it to
we've
count.
already had full fuel
Okay.
substituted, so yeah.
The Hold It, an unexpected jerk scene. I wasn't that familiar with Nesbitt's filmography, but couldn't resist that.
petrol station anger puts Nesbitt under the pump.
Nice.
Good one.
Smoking actor lights up the screen. 3-block radius.
Just so you know, the rest of my puns are all from James Nesbitt's IMDb page.
Sure.
So, if I pronounce a part of the pun, that's a film title.
Okay.
Luckily, no one was trying to fill a freighter, which is a cargo ship, and Nesbitt's character in Suspect is called Danny Freighter.
Okay.
Filming on location fails to get audiences pumped.
Actor called out for being inconsiderate. Murphy's Flaw. He was in a show called Murphy's Law.
Oh,
He was the
okay.
star of that show.
Nice.
It was like his 3rd biggest.
That's either like a really depressing English show or like a really like upbeat sitcom from the 80s about a lawyer.
It's a really depressing English show.
There you go.
Nesbitt pumping up the drama? Brother?
Yeah.
Keep it easy.
Nesbitt told to stay close to avoid angry customers.
Motorists encounter Set, back up, and find somewhere else.
Petrol station unhappy that actor used location for so long, pay Nesbitt a cold fee. A cold fee.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That popular idiom.
Yeah.
Nesbitt plays cop on petrol.
All in the line of duty for an actor.
Ness bitch. This article really turned me on him. I hate him now. It's all his fault.
But James Nesbitt always seems so nice. Motorist confused by Jekyll and Hyde antics. Because he was in Jekyll.
He was in
Remember
Jekyll.
that?
Oh, Jekyll, Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is all in the headline too.
Okay, yeah.
Because he was in Jekyll.
Remember Jekyll. Oh, Jesus, Jekyll. Jekyll is a great study of like the exact arc that all of Moffat's shows go on.
Yeah.
Start strong.
Strong premise, great opening.
Yeah.
And then just completely lose track of what you were doing.
But like in that one, he managed to do it in like 6 episodes.
Oh, by Dracula, he'd gotten it down to 3.
Nesbitt takes a Bowser.
Oh.
All Nesbitt could hear was people beeping. BP.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Audience members described Nesbitt as a real gas act.
No encore for Nesbitt as motorists complain he was taking too long at his final Bowser.
Nesbitt has middle-aged lady drivers on the horn.
Nesbitt's a lucky man that he didn't get attacked.
Lucky Man's a show, I assume.
Yep.
Petrol Delay sees TV audiences tankering.
If anything happens to James Nesbitt after this, everyone's a suspect.
Acting cop servo from Tractor.
After this, Nesbitt's surely a shell of a man.
Movie star schedule leads to fueling out with the public.
Lisa, I'm looking forward to your Ampol pun.
It's working in there.
Yeah.
Got the gears gone.
James Nesbitt accused of trolling motorists.
Oh, yes. Yeah, trolling. Yeah.
You said I wouldn't get a seed one in. James' exploration of seedy underbelly leaves motorists in the nest pits.
Very
Jesus.
good.
Well, you did it. I can't say you didn't do it.
Filming time gives Nesbitt ample time to annoy customers. Suck shit, Jerry.
Wow, that was... It's got nasty there.
Yeah.
You know you're not going to win, so you just... Ugh. I don't know if we've had a variation. Nesbitt seen on the town having a gas.
No, I don't think we've had that.
I haven't had that.
There we go.
Motorists unlikely to return to South London petrol station. Once Nesbitten, twice shy.
Oh, you hit the post.
Ooh, bitten.
Well,
Equal
there's an aspect. There's an aspect of that pun. There's something going on there. Okay.
And it wasn't Nesbitch.
No.
That didn't even hit the post.
Amazing.
It's vague. Yeah.
Okay.
This bitch was a bit too far from it.
Okay. All right.
Good to know.
Okay. I'll just go with something else for now. Motorists, Nesbitt, unimpressed by Eastern European director's preliminary work. What are these? Soviet Russias?
Jesus.
Fabulous. The missing ingredient in this situation was surely a mediator.
Oh, he was in the missing.
He was in the missing.
Okay.
He gets around. Still no sign of fuel at this stage.
Angry motorists tell smoking actor to Nez butt out.
There would be a poster if you hadn't already got the post
Okay.
for a similar thing. Yeah.
After desolation at morgue, detective chases dragon. Suggesting he becomes a heroin addict.
Oh, okay.
Closing off a petrol station for the whole night. That's not the way.
These are rough.
Leave me be.
Ferris.
Actor throws his career in the nest bin.
It's not bad.
I'm definitely working on the fly here now, trying to get that.
The last one.
Yeah.
Actor blames film producers for petrol station delays. James Nez bites the hand that feeds him.
You're all working a bit too hard. I'll say that.
Fuel's gold. Nez bits in pieces.
Incorrect.
Well, because I had the fuel already.
Yeah.
No, I was looking for
Nez
Nez bits in
bits.
pieces.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of the other motorists really thought Nesbitt was an SOB.
Esso.
That's so.
Oh, that takes me back.
Yeah, that's good. That was good. I like that.
Thank you.
I'm just going to go with one of them. Nesbitt receives negative reviews after his latest starring role causes thousands to involuntarily pass gas.
What was that pilot we watched where there was the guy who went into everyone's dreams one night and made them all fart at the same time at a board meeting? You remember that?
No!
It was an X-Men. It was an X-Men pilot from the 90s.
Oh,
They had the-
yeah,
they
yeah,
had that-
Generation X.
Yeah, that had that guy who was like, he sounds exactly like Jim
He's doing
Carrey.
like a Jim Carrey impression. Yeah, I can't remember his name. Matt Fewer?
Yeah, it's a bit, yeah, Matt
Yeah.
Frewer. Yeah, anyway, sorry.
I don't remember the mass farting through Freddy Krueger-like powers, but all right.
It happened, I swear.
Actors' blocking of a fully stocked petrol station derided as a cold feat.
Yeah.
It's good.
Actor labeled self-serving.
Daily Mail really seems to not like Nesbitt. They've put a big X on him.
It was the sun, but anyway, that's fine.
But the Daily Mail did
Oh, no,
too.
that was written in reaction to a Daily Mail piece.
It was a
which was
pro-Nesbitt
even
article.
more of an attack piece than this is. This is them coming to his defense.
Yeah.
No, you know what? I think I'm out.
You're
I can't
out.
think of any more Nesbitt stars public display leaves motorist Nesbitter. Yeah, then I'm out.
Oh, shit. Okay, well, the game's open.
I'm still feeling pretty comfy up here, to be honest.
Filming location near MI6 headquarters revealed. On Her Majesty's not-so-secret service station.
Nice.
Motorist left stuck out on the Nest bitumen.
Hope this little incident doesn't make him an outcast in the UK.
Yeah, sure.
He's got a show called Outcast.
Yep.
No, he was in Outcast. He's Andre 3000.
He was also banished from his homeland of Stankonia.
Cafe.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bit.
Come on. 5, 4, 3.
Filming scene meets a Nesbitter end.
We've already had bitter.
Bitter end, though. Oh.
What we get?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Fine, I'm out.
You're out.
I don't have anything.
Shit. Okay, Alex.
Just to be clear, would Nesbitt a pill to swallow for motorists or something still qualify?
I feel like if you're not going to have bitter end.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
bitter.
bitter
Nesbit
is
and
out.
bitter is out.
Yeah.
I think.
Good to know. What about like Victorian Nesbitter? I'm not saying that that's necessarily coming up, but if that worked.
I don't know. I don't think so.
Okay. All right. Film shooting dwarfed by bigger issue.
Oh yes.
Tabloid rag has torn him to Nesbits.
Lisa, you got the other
Oh,
point.
fuck's sake.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
it was
hang
that
on.
simple. The actual
On to
headline.
Nesbitt.
The actual headline. That was a Nesbit fuelish.
I'm doing a dance. I'm doing a little dance.
Yeah.
So wait, so there's only the 3 points to go now for most number.
Yeah. Which so Lisa's on 6?
6?
No, 7 because you got
Oh, I got a poster as well.
a poster. So if you beat Alex for most number of puns, you will tie with Ferris.
Oh, whoa.
Interesting.
Yes.
Whereas Alex, you're on 4.
I'm on 4, yes.
Yes. Okay. So you can't tie.
So either way, I've won. Everybody, I've won.
You're winner or joint winner.
I'm winner. Either way.
Okay.
Motorist fume as director takes half hour to frame fluffy dice in Korean auto. Kia's Curio.
Very good.
Lisa.
It's not Nesbitt's fault. It's his occupation.
Okay.
Another movie.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
It's got a really unconvincing poster of him in like full military gear, but he just looks like James Nesbitt
Yeah.
wearing military gear.
Alex, are you out?
Yeah, I'm out.
Okay, Lisa, you need one more.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I have heaps.
Oh, no.
The director probably felt blessed not to be taking the heat for this. That's a movie.
Yep.
I bet Nesbitt was keen to get out of there by the end of the night, probably shouting, "It's midnight, man." Midnight Man's a movie. What keeps an actor in such a job despite abuse from the public? It's The Passion. That's a movie. People kept approaching the camera folks, but they were met with a wall of silence. That's a movie. They just
I think we're getting the vibe here, Lise.
shut up. They just can't bury this tale.
Say it with me. That's a movie.
Canterbury Tales.
That's actually pretty
a
good.
movie of the Canterbury Tales?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So many reasons.
There's been a bunch. There's been like a TV series in the 70s as well.
God damn it. That's
It was filthy.
yeah.
It's really filthy.
I can imagine there was definitely some women talking dirty in that line of cars waiting to fill up.
God.
That's a movie.
I really hope.
Is that a pun?
I really hope that all of the headlines you're proposing had "That's a movie" at the end in brackets, just so everyone knew.
Guys, let me just get through these, all right?
Okay.
Londoners getting angry at a petrol station. That's common as muck. That's a movie.
Do we need to read all of these?
Yep. Nesbitt and team told to go now. That's a movie. Also, I can't.
You're filthing up my victory. That's what that I have to share it with this.
Yep.
Takes all the shine off it, to be honest.
Also, I can't make a pun out of this, but he was also in a movie called The Most Fertile Man in Ireland
Jesus.
in 2000. All right, I'm done.
Okay.
That's a
It's like
movie.
pretty fertile
Well,
ground for a
at least
pun,
that gets you the point for most number of puns, which puts
Yes.
you and Ferris on 10 points, which results in a tie.
Probably could have even done a seed pun.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to take you out.
Well, you didn't.
I think nobody really wins in that scenario.
That's a movie. Sorry, Habit.
I'm taking him out from the top post. So I'm happy that nobody wins because Ferris doesn't win.
That's your best case scenario,
Yeah.
isn't it? You're a real mutually assured destruction kind of gal.
We have a lot of puns from the listeners on this one, quite a few of which I have not heard yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, how many movies did they go through?
Xavier Zayas, who was a star punster for this episode, suspects ratings tank after public backlash.
Yeah.
Consumers angry about high gas prices say this only threw gas on the fire. Motorists burning with rage. Motorists finding the whole timing of this a little suspect.
That's good.
Motorists say they had the gallons to take 7 hours for this.
Like gallons?
Gallon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would look better on page.
This is I quite like this one. Producers unable to detect the obvious inconvenience.
Oh.
Yeah. Producers say backlash won't last. All things must gas. Pass.
Yep.
All things must gas, I guess.
Gas. Is that even how they say it in
Yeah.
gas?
Motorist forced to gas a line up at another station. Producer gets the jerry can after negative. Writers out of ideas for show. We're running on fumes here. Note, this one is really bad.
Oh.
Viewers say actor's not just chewing the scenery, he's guzzling it. And viewers say acting terrible. He's a real gas bag.
Gas bag.
Gas bag.
Now,
See, you guys are just jealous that you didn't comb through James Nesbitt's IMDb page. You didn't think to do it.
I did, and I thought, I'm above this.
How about Cold Feet and the Hobbit? That's what we're going with, isn't it?
Yeah.
I had Murphy's Law. I thought he was in that was a 5-season show.
Laughing Cat has James Nesbitt is the Nez Pitts for South London motorists.
Good one.
Got a pit in there too.
Yeah.
That's what I'm into.
Nesbitt found it funny. It's a gas, he said. Keep the tapes petrolling.
Yep.
Oh, that's quite good.
Star pumped to interrupt local traffic. Film crew suspected of inconveniencing locals. Pissed London exclaim, he's a cock, isn't he? Fat Wilf wants me to sing a song to the theme from Pugwall, which is a British teen show from the 80s. The song is very long and the lyrics are really gapped out, so I'm not going to do it. And also, you need to know the lyrics to Pugwall for this to make any
Yeah,
sense.
I've never heard
Oh
of
my
that
god,
show.
we haven't had any singing in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
Well, again, it's a warm up. It's a warm. You got to
There
lead up
weren't
to singing.
any
It's-
musical stories.
Oh, well, that's never stopped any of us,
Yeah.
especially Alex.
Yeah, that's true.
Fat Wilf, I'm sorry, but I can't do this. It isn't going to work. I'll post it on the Twitter. And Sam Whitelaw, who has sent in puns before, only sent in one for this episode, and I think it's a winner. James Ned's shit. Yeah.
He seems like
He
a
wasn't gonna-
perfectly nice
I
guy.
wasn't going to do it this week, but you can't leave that on the table.
Poor James Nesbitt. I'm sure he's a perfectly
Did
fine
you read
guy.
that article? He's a monster.
Oh, people are trying to get petrol.
Ambulances. Somebody could have died. Plus, he's smoking at a petrol station.
It was possibly a prop.
Yeah, possibly. I'm not taking those odds, Dave.
Even if it's a prop, you still have to set it on fire, don't you?
No, they have there's different kinds of. I'm sure there would be some kind of prop cigarette that doesn't involve any fire.
Like an LED
Yeah.
in the end.
But then you got to light it. I'm imagining like there's a lighter that just has a little paper flame pop up, like it's
Yeah.
a children's play.
It's like a little bing.
All right, that was the first episode of Punwatch post-pandemic.
Hey.
Hey.
Incredibly unsatisfying end. Very good.
Yeah.
Do me a favor and just knock on some wood when you say post
Yeah,
pandemic.
true. Yeah.
It's still going, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry, it's post-lockdowns, I guess.
Yeah.
That's probably the better way to put it.
It's good to be back.
You can find more consumption stuff at theconsumption.net. They've got other podcasts for you to launch, the over 100 episodes worth of going through bad pilots.
Yeah.
Bad failed pilots, I should say. We're on social media.
TV pilots.
TV pilots. No, it's actually, it's like Air Crash Investigation,
Yeah.
except we just rip into these
Oh,
pilots.
man, what a dickhead. Look at him banking to the left.
Said we'll make up 10 minutes in the air. We made up maybe 3.
I will say I have watched a lot of Air Crash Investigation, and there are some times when you look at the pile and go, God, you're a fuckwit.
I think
Oh,
you
for
could,
sure.
you among us could actually do a show about bad pilots.
If anyone was going to.
Yeah.
It feels a bit inappropriate because they're usually dead.
Not Sully.
Yeah, no, but I can't rip on Sully. That was rad. Anyway,
You can always rip on Sully.
you can find us on Twitter at pun_watch or consumption D for the main account. And otherwise, yeah, it's...
Send us puns.
Yeah, send us puns, send us stories, participate. We'll try and put the stories up before we record each time as well if you want to have your puns read out.
Can I talk? Can I?
Oh, yes. No, Lisa also has a podcast. Plug that podcast.
I do. I have a podcast called Reanimates, where I talk about Jeffrey Combs movies. If you don't know Jeffrey Combs, that's fine. I think the podcast is still fun, but he's my favorite actor and he's a good guy. So that's fun. Yeah, it's Reanimates podcast wherever, at Reanimates Pod on Twitter. Yeah. You'll find it. It's funny.
Yeah. I've been on it. I talked about Star Trek Voyager for far too long.
Oh, that makes so much sense.
Which one? Have you been on, Ferris?
Yeah. What did we do?
Frightmare.
Frightmare. I knew it had a very generic
Yeah.
title.
Alex and Dave will be on it eventually when I can get in their busy schedules.
I have literally nothing on.
But he's terrified of horror movies. So.
Yeah.
Yes, that's thank you to joint winner Ferris.
Thank you.
Thank you to joint winner Lisa.
You're welcome.
Boo.
I'm Ferris. Derp, derp, derp. That's what you sound like.
I do say that a lot.
Thank you to Alex.
Can't lose if there's no winner.
Thank you to Dave.
I feel like I always lose.
Yes, and
Like, regardless of the outcome.
And thank you to you, the listener.
Puns.